Good afternoon, traders. Mark here from the day trading room. Time is 20 past 1 London time on Wednesday, the 11th of May. Wow, we're in May already. Monday and Tuesday's trades to report. I have left oil alone for the moment. If you saw my last blog, you'll notice despite a good day on Thursday and Friday, took some good money out of it. Last two trades, I'd started to give a little bit back, and that was just being out of tune with the tape, just not getting a feel for it. And so I just stepped back a little bit. The last thing you want to do is start giving back too much. Of course, you're going to give back some profits. That's trading. That's the way it works. But to keep digging away, when you're not quite on form is foolish. So yeah. Left oil for this couple of days, and we'll just have a look at it maybe later in the week. So Dow trades, just nice and steady trades. Two losers, I think, out of all of them. Really pleased with where I've traded. Monday was just in tune with the ebbs and flows of the market. I mean, some days you just like that. This was a nice little scalp trade. Just took the short on the push up. Just didn't think these ticks were doing anything serious, and expected just a push down, and we got it. Scaled out, great. Then I was in the long on this, and while I was in on the long on this, well, the ticks just changed sentiment. You could see this, look at the volume here, and it was really obvious on the tape that was the case, and that was purely, I wasn't particularly looking for the long, but when I saw that order flow coming in, I saw that price action, it was likely that high was going to be taken out, and we could scale out into that high. So, again, great little trade. And conversely, when it couldn't keep pushing up, ticks were okay, but we're not crazy. I'd expect that to sort of consolidate and do another leg. When it pushed back down, that's fine. I'm staying out. I'm still thinking, okay, there could be another leg here. Then when we didn't do that and we started drifting, then I thought, okay, well, gap fills there, got some opportunity. Obviously, you've got the low ticks here, so a new low tick reading. Wait for that little pullback in ticks, and bang, give that a whack with a short. I was a bit late with that. I was a little bit late, and I ended up taking a small loser. I was a bit late. I chased it. It popped up. I wasn't happy. I thought, oh, am I pushing my luck in a small loser? And then double bottom here. It looks like a lot of trades. I do admit that it does look like I was overdoing the trades a bit, but honestly, it felt okay. I felt I was in tune with the tape. Just feeling the pulses of the market in this little range. Reading the ticks, just really in tune with it, and it felt good. So I was just riding that wave of in the zone, if you like. And then a little pop here, a little long, and scratched off. It was actually a 10-point profit. So nice little cluster of trades there. Difficult really to talk about them in the blog, but I think really, if you understand what was happening at each of these points. Here there's the push up, the ticks weren't higher, so there was the short. Here was the sudden burst in volume, new high in ticks, good volume we could see on the tapes. That was a long looking for the pop. That was the short after the low tick reading, thinking we could fill the gap, but I mistimed that and I took a small stop. And here, just because I couldn't break lows, excuse me, just banging the microphone, couldn't break lows, not really low in ticks and push ups. That was that. Great, good start to the week. Couldn't ask for more. This was the biggest miss, to be honest, of the day, and I've missed these twice now. There's your, I might as well draw that in. There's the prior high, or the first 15-minute range, or whatever. But anyway, it's the high of the day so far. We push up reasonably strongly. I know it's lunchtime and the volume's not there, but the ticks are sort of, they're confirming. Steady uptrend on the ticks, new high. And this is a gift, really. You break up, we consolidate above that high. Consolidating above the high, pulling back to the high, coincides with the tick pull back to zero, and then bang. And that really was I think that probably was the setup of the day, really, if you'd have been patient enough. And taking it all off at 12,700 cash, which was here, so about 10 past 5 London time. That would have been fantastic little trade. Anyway, I took the other side of this trade, and okay, it worked, but I did take a bit of heat. 12,700 cash was around here. I saw that we had a bit more strength in it. Waiting for that plus 1,000 tick reading. What did we get on that? 1,161. Nice reading. Took the short. Ended up taking a bit of heat on that, but you know, I thought, okay, if this just starts to run out of puff, then I will, you know, then it's going to reward me. It rolled over, and I scratched off half of the position as we rolled over because it was a couple of ticks profit. Really, only because it gone against me so much. Well, not so much, but it gone against me. I took a bit of heat on it, which you expect to do on these counter trend plays. You don't expect to get it straight on. So took a little bit of heat on that. We then, you know, we rolled back over. So I took scaled off some of the risk, and then eventually got the push down to the 12. Oops, let's bring the chart in to the 12,700 cash level around here. So, you know, okay, worked out right. Can't really complain. Monday, good day, and that was it for Monday. So Tuesday, which was yesterday, again a few little trades off the open. Took a little -4. I've marked on the actual thing there. Great. Took a little -4 on the long side. I thought this was okay actually. I thought this was reasonably strong. Little pullback in the ticks. A little buy there, and you know it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out, and ended up taking it off. I didn't want to give it too much room because the gap was there. Could have gone quite a way against me. So yeah, just scratched that off for. Honest, I don't think -4 is a scratch. That's a definite loser. I think scratch is 1 or 2, but four's a loser. So yeah, took that off. Looking for another long entry, and this was it really. Should have waited for this all the time. Ticks pull back to 0, and they held this new low. Couldn't go any lower. Waited for 1 minute just to see, and then bang, we just started seeing the buying come in. Just stepped in on that, and this was a nice little trade. You know, it was a nice little trade. It was probably like quite late into this candle by the time I'd seen it and confirmed it, and everyone's happy with it. But yeah, like a plus 11 and 16. I'm actually what I'm doing on the Dow now, and I'm just looking for 2 scales. You know, you've seen me sometimes do 4 or 5 scales, but I think actually at the market we're in at the moment, it's prudent just to try and squeeze a little bit more. On more contracts, so take the first scale off at more than plus 10 if possible, and then just one more scale you know, later on. So that's what I did. So it's just 2 scales there for the position. Yeah, good read. That worked out nicely. We did continue on, but I don't think it was as clear, to be honest. I don't think it was as clear. Second trade, third trade of the day was this pullback. This was a lovely little setup. Good drive higher through prior day's high. Good high ticks. Started to pull back a little bit. Unwound slightly now. Where's my 50% tool? Oops. Excuse me. There's a 50% tool. Oops. Get there in the end. There's the 50% tool. Right. So we pushed up. We're tracing now around the lunchtime area. You know, it's pretty much in my zone of interest. Not quite, but you know, we're not far off. And we pulled back to 50%. The ticks were now low. Prior day's highs there. Yeah, you know, I'll take this. Reduce my size slightly because these can go against you. These can drift against you and still be valid. So what I'll do is I'll do the half size, and then I'll be happy to re-add, making the average position there. That's not very clear, that drawing. Let me redraw that. Just squiggling like a child's crayon here. You know, I'll take the buy. I'll be prepared for it to go against me, and if I rebuy there, the stop will be quite tight. The average will be there, and the risk will be what I would take on the full position anyway. But it didn't go against me too much. So I ended up with half the position. Pushed up, and that's all out for plus 10. There's no scaling on that. A midday, low volume, just grabbing 10 off. And final trade, which was the missed trade. I just really felt like I was done for the day, so didn't really want to get involved in this. But just a bit of late in the day momentum here. It just pushed us up through the high. New high in the ticks, all good. Started to pull back. There's your pull back to 0. There's your pullback to moving average if you know that's the sort of thing you like to use, and then we just got that further push up. So that was a good little trade, pretty similar to the one on Monday actually. Same sort of thing out of the same family of trades. The good drive higher, the tick pullback to 0. You can see how powerful that tick pullback is when you've got that drive, especially when you've taken out a key level like the current high, which we did on that occasion, and we also did on this occasion actually. So pretty much similar trade. So yeah, didn't get on the end of that one, but was happy to take what I did earlier on in the day. So looking forward to some more good setups today. As always, keep your risk managed. That's the number one thing. We're just risk managers at the end of the day. Make sure that nothing does too much damage to your account, and you'll still be trading in several months' time. So, good trading, guys. I'll be back with another video later on in the week.